The forestry department has stated that they will continue to maintain the trails. The trails could possibly be used for, if we decide to do a program with biking or running or horseback riding or cow riding or whatever we said, whatever we come up with that we could do.
No cow riding.
Okay, but I'm just throwing that out. Whatever we feel.
So right now, these walking trails, or what types of trails?
They're actually what they call the fire breaks, in which they come through and just clear out. But they're pretty wide. They're cleared. They're mowed. And they are kept in pretty good condition.
And you have a raised boardwalk that goes through there that was put together by some sort of civic group that's built one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned, that we had the boardwalk. Okay, now this property is not going to be a property that they want to entertain animal raising on.
Mm-hmm.
They do not want to entertain the thought of animal raising on that. And then we will definitely have to get together and do an MOU on the property if this is the site that we, you want to look at. We want to go ahead and we'll have to obtain an MOU, and we definitely will have to consider, getting a survey team out here to say this is the actual property. I can only go on what I came out here and, we were able to make of it. But I mean, despite if it's that corner or if it's that corner, we're still looking at quite a large amount of acreage that is flat land that we can utilize for putting in different buildings, our pole barns, such and so forth. Accessibility and access road, that's going to be something that, will probably be, an access road will need to be put in. So that will be part of a cost that we'll need to consider.
Mm-hmm.
We could possibly if we possibly partner with the Roy Hyatt Center. They have classroom facilities. There's areas that they have microscopes in. My understanding is that's what they would like to do, is share the facilities. I don't know that for a fact that will happen, but that is what has been told, is that they do want to partner and they do want to share the facilities. It offers a lot. As far as the upkeep goes, our yearly estimated cost on that, I would think that we would be responsible for maintaining, county or however it goes, maintaining the actual building portion that we put on there. But as far as the Roy Hyatt Center itself is, I would figure that they would continue maintaining what they maintain. I do not see that the property would cost us more to own upkeep than it does the Langley Bell Center currently.
Okay. So currently this is like leased to a farmer or what?
Currently this is Tate's property.
The ag program at Tate, this is their land that they do hay production on. I guess at some point they did. Allison might be able to tell you a little bit more of that. She's a former Tater. But I know they have used it in the past for hay production. And,
they used to grow soybeans.
They used to do a lot of it, but it's not so much going on anymore.
But that's something that perhaps we can pick up. I mean, with the potentials on this property, we could possibly pick up again our programs that I've mentioned before, and further back into the Roy Hyatt property. We talked about controlled burns and such and so forth. Indeed, we could do a controlled burn there with the help of the State Department. With the state, and that could be a learning possibility. There are things that this does offer us.
It has some very nice natural attributes from that Roy Hyatt property. There's some wetlands and lowlands, the pitcher plant forest, the boardwalks. It's got timber production going on in the back. You've got this forest. The deal here is, just to break it down, cut and dry. It's a very nice piece of property. It could really work out to something great if Extension and the school board got on the same page, worked out some deals, some MOUs for the usage of it. It could be a good thing for everybody. Can we get to that point? Bob and Brian met with the superintendent. They could probably elaborate a little bit more on that. But it has the potential to be a really nice thing. And with Tate already using the property, we're all after the same thing, and a lot of times we're after the same kids, and we're here to educate the same kids. Some of your Tate people or some of your 4-Hers, or some of your current 4-Hers will be take kids that use this as agricultural production. Now, this could be a really nice thing with the right, I hate to say it, but deal worked out with the school.
The right MOU worked out.
That's going to take a lot of work on somebody's behalf to work that out and coordinate that. But just really, it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of the natural attributes. The only thing, I say it's missing is a lake. Compared to what we have now.
Yeah, they got the small ponds,
but
it's actually a small retention pond. It's really, but I mean, despite the lake or the pond or whatever, it does offer a lot of different attributes, like Eli had mentioned.
But before you would want to go to spending the kids' money out here building facilities and all, you want to make sure that was hammered out for a long-term thing with the school board. Before you start investing their money into it, and I think the superintendent's willing to work on it. Just no one knows what to tell him we want,
Okay.
And is he willing to renegotiate some things and maybe deed a certain parcel over to the county? Which, when I say that, ultimately
potentially swap. I think that's a little more feasible. There may be something we can swap.
Right, swapping. There's some deals that can be worked out there.
When are we saying swap? Swap some of this land for some other land? Or?
Swap so potentially this with some other county-owned property. A lot of folks are just hesitant, especially for something undeveloped in a growing area. This middle school is 100% capacity. This is an area where a lot of people would like to go.
Okay.
So before he would sell something to us, I think we would have a better opportunity to potentially swap something with him.
Okay.
He's got the same taxpayers to be a fiduciary of their assets, which we're standing on.
Yeah.
So a swap might be politically a little easier.
So since this property is maxed out, is there a plan for expansion here?
There's another middle school that's being considered. It's just what they've been doing. You can kind of see them. Just as you look beyond the fence line, we've had to add modulars and such.
Temporary.
Yeah, it is a good school. And I was in the first class that graduated from this one. I went 2 years at a very old one and 1 year here, so I'm partial to it. But it's a growing area.
This area is probably growing more than any area in the county right now, and has the potential to grow more.
Which also has the potential to allow the 4-H program to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we're here and there are youth seeing what's going on, then we have the potential to grow the program.
There could be a good partnership there.
It could be. Yes.
This is a viable option if they can get a little more on the do's than the don'ts.
Yeah, this was the first place we looked at in the committee of 5 before the MOU was drawn up. This was option number 1.
Yep. Okay.
It has a lot of potential, but there's a lot of work going to have to be done just negotiating.
Gotcha. Is there a chance we can get down to that Roy Hyatt and just get some sense of that?
You can't really get in there.
You can't at all?
Is the gate locked?
Well, I don't think you can go, even if the gate is open, you have to have someone from the school right now. until
Well,
they
we
agree.
do.
We do?
Yes.
The gate is
Mr.
locked.
Miller is school.
And I'm school. Okay, well, we could go there and walk over. It's not far a walk from
It's not far from the gate to the.
Got a caretaker on site.
But we have 2 school individuals, and I would think with a commissioner too.
Okay. Well, that over there would be the ideal to go see what the facilities
I would
have.
really like to get down and see
Yeah, I
that, get a whole sense
We'd
of
be
it.
very impressed.
They even have a website when you get back to your office. You go to Escambia County School District and get to their website for the Royal Hyatt, and you can see more in detail and see what they do and examples of what they do from their website.